Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be explaining the GTA Online Iceberg. I know this trend is probably deader than my Discord server, but I wanted to give it a go anyway. This image was created by the Reddit user ProvenBeat. It shows different mysteries, Easter eggs, theories, and other trivia about GTA that you may not know about. The deeper we go down the iceberg, the darker it gets, so I hope you're prepared. Let's get on with it. Coloured headlights can be put on nearly any personal vehicle, if taken to the Arena War workshop. I'm assuming that this is on here because not many people know that you can do this. The Alien War was quite a big trend in GTA, where people would dress up as green and purple aliens and fight each other with baseball bats. I'm sure you remember this one if you played GTA at the start of 2020. There are two laser weapons available for purchase in Ammunition. They are the same weapons used by the Republican Space Rangers. Every Christmas, GTA Online will have snow that will last for around a week. There are a lot of rare and secret vehicles throughout GTA. These vehicles either require a lot of luck, skill, or knowledge to obtain. I made a separate video explaining how to obtain some of these rare vehicles, if you're interested. The stone hatchet was quite an ingenious way for Rockstar to promote Red Dead Redemption 2's upcoming release. The hatchet can be obtained by completing 5 bounties for Maud. If you kill 25 people with this hatchet, you unlock it in Red Dead Redemption 2. There are a couple of car graves around the map with all kinds of weird rusted vehicles. The Ultras camp can be found overlooking the Raton Canyon. It's filled with altruistic people who have a distaste for technology, although they are seen to drive cars and even have a website. This stands for Blaine County Radio Community Hour. It's a call-in talk show hosted by Ron. On this show, he regularly mentions the apocalypse, zombies, and alien abductions. This refers to the large empty area that is underneath the map. You can access this place with the use of wall breaches. This refers to the boundary around the map that destroys any plane, helicopter, or boat that goes too far out to sea. North Yankton is an area that is only seen in 2 missions. Because of this place is very poorly rendered in some areas. It can be explored fully with use of a glitch. This is an old mystery about a man called Merle Abrahams, who carried out 8 murders. He left clues around San Andreas, hinting towards where he hid the victims' bodies. The bodies can be found just north of Paleto Bay. This is quite a hefty Easter egg, which spans from GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, and GTA Online. There are a lot of Easter eggs and references to be unravelled here, but I'm just going to give you a short version. The Epsilon program is a religious cult that believes that they are several paradigms. During the Kiflam side missions, the cult are quite clearly presented as scammers, trying to get the player to pay thousands of dollars to their religion. There is quite a bit of proof that LJT is secretly Lester using a voice changer. The most convincing proof is when he says this.
Hey, it's JT. We got trouble at work. Get over there or you'll lose product.
Only the very seasoned GTA players will remember this one. There was a short time that when you requested a personal vehicle from your mechanic, he'll actually drive it to you, instead of it teleporting near you like it does now. This was removed due to his strange behaviour. Most notably, it's him crashing your car before you even got to it. There are certain NPC drivers that will drive very erratically. They will be very hostile and will try to bash you off the road for no good reason. There are loads of references to the All-Seeing Eye and the Illuminati throughout GTA. There is a ghost of a woman on the side of this mountain. She will appear between 10 and 12 PM. I assume this means the grave that's on the mountain next to the lighthouse. This grave has no markings on it, so we can't find out who is buried here. If you're a grinder, I'm sure you know what these are. To avoid having your cargo destroyed by griefers, it's possible to start a public session without anyone else being able to join apart from friends. This allows you to source and sell any type of cargo you want without fear of it getting blown up. This is usually done by disconnecting your internet or by testing your NAT type. The darknet is a section of the internet that has appeared in-game. It is used in MC businesses in the form of the open road, which is very similar to the real-life version Silk Road. It is also mentioned by Agent 14 in the Humane heist. GTA on PC has a text chat. If someone sends a message in a foreign language, it will sometimes show these brackets. Bigfoot appears quite a lot in GTA if you look closely. It's said that he lives in Chiliad Forest. There are hidden peyotes that appear throughout story mode and sometimes in online that will turn you into various animals. There are also golden peyotes that will turn you into Bigfoot. Rockstar North was accused of not paying tax between 2009 and 2018. I wasn't able to find too much information on this, so I'm not sure if it's true or not. This probably refers to modders dropping money on people in a private lobby. It's fairly common to see live streams of people dropping money on anyone who wants to join. There's a building under construction in the middle of the city that's called the Mile High Club. The player base have been wanting to see this building completed for years now. Hopefully Rockstar will deliver in a future update. After you've gotten service from a prostitute, it's possible to kill them and get all of your money back. There was some controversy on whether or not the cops in GTA are racist. There have been some tests that actually showed pretty strong evidence that the cops were racist. However, Rockstar came out and said this. This is absolutely false. The in-game police don't treat one lead character any differently from the others. I couldn't find any information on this one. I assume it's talking about those annoying moments where you look onto the police instead of an enemy player. It takes 30 in-game days, or 24 real-life hours, for the wheel cooldown to end. There was a meme about the Diamond Valet getting killed constantly by the community. Rockstar put a nod to this by putting in a prep mission that shows the valet in the morgue. There's also some funny dialogue by Lester about the issue.
Oh God, there's been a horrible accident. It's the Diamond Valet. 5th one they've lost this week. Feels like a lot of these valets are dying for no good reason at all.
I unfortunately couldn't find any information on this one, and I haven't got a clue what it means. Please let me know if you know what it's referring to. The Galaxy livery is a rare livery that's only available for weaponized vehicles, like the Thruster and the Kanjali. It's only available if you logged in sometime between 2017 and 2018. However, there was, and probably still is, a glitch to get a livery on any car. On some races and game modes, there are different coloured skies that give the job some added atmosphere. It's likely that a modder could activate these skies in a public session. I think phasing refers to wall breaches and getting out of bounds. There have been hundreds of wall breaches during GTA's lifetime, a lot of which are shown on this channel. If you've played GTA for long enough, you will have probably seen people with no arms, no legs, no ankles, no crotch, or even no body. There have been countless glitches to make parts of your character invisible. I assume this relates to the strange glitch that allows you to collect artwork and drill at the same time during the Diamond Casino heist. For whatever reason, it's impossible to change the gender of your character without the use of glitching or modding. Some masks will alter your character's head size and shape in order to fit the mask on your head. This can be seen pretty clearly in the Cayo Perico heist during the drainage tunnel entrance. If you haven't got good stamina, running for too long will cause you to lose health. If you lose too much health, you run the risk of falling over. I haven't found too much information on this one, but I think it refers to the theory that every GTA session is in a different universe, so when you switch sessions, you're actually just hopping to another universe. It's unlikely, I know, but it's pretty cool to think about. As I'm sure you know, everyone's character on GTA never talks. The most amount of sound that you get from them is coughing. Many characters in GTA have made fun of this fact several times.
Is this the club owner?
It is indeed. Club owner, heli pilot, getaway driver, chauffeur, music curator. That's the lot. Just don't ask for a massage or an insightful chat into the human soul.
There have been quite a few glitches that remove the bra from a female character. When this happens, there'll be a blue blob where the nipple should be. Phantom files are files that are purposely hidden or misnamed by developers to hide secrets and myths from data miners. Some of the interiors to houses and warehouses are a lot bigger than the exteriors. This is a reference to the exclusive returning players and murder mystery. One of the clues is this strange writing on this wall that says, "Ain't no mystery. They drowned her because of what she knew." It's possible to see this drowned woman in the ocean. Aliens are a pretty common and recurrent thing throughout both story mode and online. They can be seen throughout a lot of Rockstar titles. This is a supposed phenomenon that if you spend too much time in a wilderness of GTA, you'll hear a buzzing sound that is supposed to resemble tinnitus. You also start to take continuous damage until you return to civilization. People claim that this only happens at night. There's a house in Vinewood Hills that for whatever reason has blood come out of it when you shoot the windows. This doesn't work in online, implying that this was most likely a glitch. There are 4 red arrows in the desert that forms a small path that the player can follow. The path seems to end with this abandoned motel. Why this is in the game or what it could mean is still unknown. There's a creepy house in the town of Harmony. This house looks to be very old and seems to have been abandoned years ago. There was apparently some sightings of ghosts around this house, but nothing was ever proven. Unfortunately, I have no clue to what this is referring to. Please let me know in the comments if you have an idea to what it could mean. Tongva Triangle is a fan-made name for this area of high paranormal activity. There have been many myths and mysteries within this triangle, such as abandoned mine shafts, UFOs, weird caves, phantoms, and apparently a swamp monster. Later on, people found out that the swamp monster sightings was most likely due to a glitch, where some deer would, for some reason, take on a soldier's animation of doing push-ups. Sky beasts, also known as atmospheric anomalies, are a phenomenon in GTA where people would see strange colours and patterns in the sky, some resembling jellyfish or UFOs. No real evidence of this exists, as far as I know. No fun allowed refers to what some of the player base thinks about the current state of the game, with many complaints like, it's too grindy, there's too many griefers, it's become less about fun and more about the kill-death ratio. Although I'm inclined to agree with some of these points, there is still a lot of fun to be had with GTA. I think this refers to the insane amount of phone calls you get as a new player. This could certainly turn off a lot of new players from the game, because it's just too overwhelming. There is quite a lot of bias with griefers, as they have a lot of tools at their disposal, like the orbital cannon, Oppressor Mark II, jets, tanks, and armoured vehicles, while grinders usually have to use whatever vehicle they've been given during a cell mission, which is usually a slow van. I don't really know what this is referring to. I'm guessing it could be something to do with PvP and outsmarting your enemy. I don't think this one is true. I couldn't find any evidence that supports this. Women have loads of clothing options, unique dialogue, and unique animations. Besides, GTA Online was built to have women from the start. There was even women in GTA 4's multiplayer. I assume this refers to when your character gets stuck like this and doesn't move for a couple of seconds before teleporting away. There are some contact missions in the game that have, for whatever reason, seemed to be abandoned or forgotten about. They can still be played with use of a playlist. This is quite a strange theory, with no real proof. It states that Rockstar employees purposely make glitches and then patch them to stay in their job. This seems very unlikely. As you probably know, GTA Online is completely devoid of any wildlife. This could be because of rampant commercialism or the mayhem that the player base causes. More realistically, animals are most likely removed due to hardware limitations. This seems like a pretty cool theory. It could give a pretty good reason to why vehicle prices have gone up significantly over the past 7 years. There are some texts with the more recent Gerald missions, where Gerald texts you, got the economy set to tank, which could further prove this theory. Omega is a hippie from GTA 5 story mode that claims to have been visited by aliens. Truth is a hippie from GTA San Andreas that claims to know about government experiments from Area 69. There's a theory that both of these characters are the same person due to their similar behaviour. However, this falls short because of the clear age difference. This is a theory that states that the entirety of the GTA 5 map is sectioned off from the outside world to keep all of the world's most dangerous criminals and psychopaths in one place where they can be amongst themselves. This doesn't really seem plausible at all, but it's cool to think about. ARG stands for Alternate Reality Game. It's also known as transmedia storytelling. It's used to amplify a player's involvement by bringing elements from a game into real life. It can be used to continue or enhance an existing storyline in the game. That being said, there are a couple of Twitter accounts that claim to be certain companies from GTA 5. People believe that these accounts are made and run by Rockstar to enhance the GTA story, but it's more likely that these are fan accounts and have no affiliation with Rockstar. Baphomet is an occult deity that is usually associated with Satanism. You can apparently see an image of Baphomet on the surface of the water in the Alamo Sea. It's very hard to see due to the constant moving waves. This doesn't work on current gen versions because of the lack of foam. It's hard to tell whether this is just a coincidence from the foam patterns or if there really is an image of Baphomet here. I'll have to disagree with this. There are quite a few events that happened in single player that are mentioned in online, like Lester mentioning old heists he did in single player.
I ever tell you about the time we pulled something similar to take down a jewel store and, no. I should probably shut up about that one.
Tiao Cheng mentioning how he was nearly killed.
I told Miss Baker to meet us there. 我曾经差点在这个商圈俱乐部被杀一次就够了。
There's also a line from Lester where he seems to mention the online protagonist.
Alright, well, we're gonna need a crew. You got any contacts in LS or not?
I've been working with someone, but they're too unpredictable. I'll have to reach out to some other guys.
This is a myth that states that the GTA universe experiences massive catastrophic events, such as tsunamis, due to the very large size of the moon. This seems to be referenced a couple of times in GTA 5, but nothing solid has ever been found. I think this refers to the ending of a Doomsday scenario, where Avon is running away with the last Clifford drive around his neck. In the mission's final moments, you blow Avon up and then return to the observatory. After the heist ends, Lester calls you and mentions that the Clifford drive that was around Avon's neck was nowhere to be found.
Avon was incinerated. All that was left of him was his hair plugs. No trace of Clifford, though, so either you disintegrated him too, or he's out there somewhere, just waiting.
This could mean that Avon's AI was taken by someone else, and Clifford could someday return. There has also been quite a lot of hints to Clifford in other updates too, such as Arena War with its hidden symbols, and in the casino heist, where you actually go against some Avon clones. It seems like his final line of dialogue was true.
You can't stop progress, you fools! I'm the future! I'm a tidal wave of tsunamis! I cannot be stopped! Clifford cannot be stopped!
Get in those silly jetpacks and chase that little snot!
This is a myth that states that you can hear weird static and strange numbers being read by a female voice while driving. This, supposedly, happens at night while listening to Blaine County radio. This myth has never been proven, nor does any video proof exist. I'm guessing that this is a theory that Online's Lester is a clone of Story Mode's Lester. This doesn't really make any sense, nor could I find any more information about this. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything on this one. The only thing that I can think of that relates to this is the explosions that you sometimes hear while loading into a session. Again, I couldn't find anything on this. I'm guessing that this could relate to when modders make the sky flash and flicker, or when people have graphical issues with running GTA on their PC. This is a theory that states that Rockstar actually sells mod menus for their own game. This doesn't really make any sense, as they'll be completely ruining the balance of the game, and they'll be losing out on shark card sales due to money drops. It wouldn't seem like a very good business move on Rockstar's end. Unfortunately, DDoSing is fairly common in games, and GTA, being as competitive and unbalanced as it is no exception. There are quite a few scams in the modding community that promise to mod your account in exchange for money. A lot of the time, they'll just take your money and run, especially on consoles, as it's nearly impossible to mod on console. My advice would be to avoid paying money for modding services, especially ones that seem too good to be true. This is a theory that states that the garage money glitch, the one that got loads of people banned, was intentionally put in by Rockstar to catch and ban everyone who attempted this glitch. As crazy as it sounds, it would be a good way to crack down on a lot of money glitches. It actually worked too, as a lot of people that got banned completely gave up playing the game. It's far more likely that the glitch was completely unintentional, and Rockstar decided to put their foot down due to how easy the money glitch was. There are some crews and communities that set up racist meets in GTA sessions. Rockstar have shut down many of these crews, but there are still some that persist to this day. They can be seen wearing this outfit, which looks very similar to the outfit of the KKK. I think this relates to some modders being able to see who reports them, and then being able to block that report. This means that reporting some modders is pointless, and could put you in their line of sight. This refers to modders and hackers being able to access a lot of your information through Social Club, like your IP, country, city, region, and many more. If a modder finds out your Social Club ID, they'll be able to do a number of different things to your account. Surprisingly, Rockstar seems to do very little about this issue. And that's the GTA Online iceberg. There's a pretty good chance that I've got some information wrong in this, and for that, I apologise. Please feel free to correct me in the comments. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Oh, I think I've forgotten something. I wonder what this means.